Hello, guys. Full time in the North London derby at Wembley. Tottenham 1, Arsenal nil. I think, to be honest, given the performances of the two teams, Arsenal should be relieved that it was only 1-0. The gulf between the sides was greater than that, and actually, were it not for plenty of saves from Petr and some slightly sloppy finishing from Spurs, this could have been a real hammering. It's all about the second half, really. In the first half, Kane had that one chance that he probably should have done better from, a header, where we tried to play him offside and he wasn't. At the other end, Aubameyang was called offside. I have got no complaints about that. I mean, to be honest, I think he was offside. I think his head is offside, and that's the rule. If a part of your body that you can score a goal with is off, you're off. Yes, it was close. Sometimes they go for you, sometimes they go against you. But ultimately, I think the officials got it right. So what am I doing if I'm sat here criticising them for that? But in the first half, I thought Arsenal did relatively well. I was surprised it was a 4-3-3 with El Neni playing properly as a midfielder, not dropping into the back four. But I thought he did quite well in that role. I thought without Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere did okay. Still not really sure what Granit Xhaka brings to the midfield, but I guess with Ramsey missing, he was an automatic starter. But our game was poor going forward. We sat back, we soaked up some pressure, but when you do that, it's so vital that you are effective and efficient on the break, and we weren't. Ozil got it wrong a few times, Mkhitaryan got it wrong a few times. And in the second half, once Spurs went ahead, and it was early in that second half, they looked like they'd had a great team talk, that they'd settled into the game, that they felt that they had another gear in them and that we were there for the taking. And unfortunately, they were absolutely right. The goal they got was pretty simple. Ozil was playing right wing on the day. He never closed Davis down. Davis, we know, is a good cross of the ball. Great cross, great header. No foul for me. Goal for Spurs. And we just went to pieces at that point. It felt like we kind of had a plan at 0-0. We kind of knew how to feel our way through the game. Once we went behind, I don't think we had any idea what we were supposed to be doing. The shape of the team completely fell apart. As changes were made, we looked a complete mess. The defence were exposed. We looked nervous. Cech was making individual errors. Mustafi, Koscielny, they were all at it. However, I don't really want to focus too much on the defence, though, because it's not news. It's not interesting. We know we can't defend. I think the reason that today is so disappointing is that after the transfer window and after the Everton game, we all had kind of reinvigorated our hopes based around the idea that we might be back to playing attractive attacking football. And in the final third today, we were really poor. And I know that we want to kind of protect our new players. We want to cherish them. We want to love them. We want to be enamoured with Mesut Ozil after he signed his new contract. But Ozil was bad today, not up to scratch. The same for Mkhitaryan. Aubameyang, we know he's the kind of striker who's reliant on service. That service didn't arrive, but I still thought in the duels he could have done more. When you look at Harry Kane, the way he holds the ball up, the way he flicks it on, the way he brings others into play, didn't get that from our centre forward. Going forward, we were not good enough. I think we had something like 4 attempts on goal, nearly 20 from Spurs, and of those 4, which ones were sort of a genuine threat to the Spurs goal? Only a couple. And they really went to Alexandre Lacazette, who came off the bench and missed 2 presentable opportunities. I actually think, the second one he goes through on goal, through ball from Iwobi, and he kind of puts it in towards the far corner. I can see what he's trying to do, and he just gets the contact a little bit wrong. I sort of think the first one was worse in a way. Deep cross from Bellerin, and he's got loads of space to execute a volley and sends it high over the bar. But that would have been far more than we deserved. Arsenal were poor on the day. They played without intensity. And that's sad to see in a derby. Our record on the road now is truly dreadful. I think it's almost a fair assumption to think we're going to probably lose every away game we play. I mean, it just feels like we have no idea what to do on our travels. The Europa League, it's all on the Europa League, which, given Lacazette's offering today, is a bit of a worry. Sorry it's such a disappointing day, such a disappointing start to the weekend, but I hope you can salvage yours, whatever you're up to. Cheers.